Hello and good evening to my placement course family. I hope you guys are doing well, right? Proceed further by looking at your screen. What is the kind of salary that you get in product-based companies? What is the kind of salary that you get in a service-based company? I hope after listening to this point, many people are going to choose product-based companies only. But let's try to understand. See, of course, in product-based companies, the packages are high. Of course. If you're joining Intel, it is providing you salary up to 28 to 35 lakh rupees. If you're joining in Amazon, Amazon is providing the starting salary more than 10 lakh rupees. If you're joining in Google, depending upon the job role, 25, 30, 35 lakh rupees you are getting as a initial salary. So of course, in product-based companies, the salaries can range between 10 lakh to 50 lakh rupees. As a fresher, I'm talking for freshers, 10 lakh to 50 lakh rupees, the salary will be for product-based companies. But for a service-based company, the salary will be 3.5 lakh to 5 lakh rupees. I repeat again. The starting salary for a product-based companies will be 10 to 15 lakh rupees, in that range. It depends what kind of company you are joining. But in a service-based company, it does not matter what kind of company you are joining. The average salary is between 3 to 5 lakh rupees. So now you tell me what kind of company you would like to join, a product-based company or a service-based company. That is a slow change in designation. Let me explain this point to you very, very carefully. The people who are thinking about fast growth, please listen to me. What do I mean by fast growth? See, if you join any service-based company, suppose you are joining any service-based company. So within 2 years, it is a high possibility that you can become a team leader of that company. And within 5 years, it is a high possibility that you can become a project manager. But in a product-based company, for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, you will be still a software engineer only. Suppose you join as a software engineer, okay? In a product-based company, if you're joining a company for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, you will be still at the same designation. But in a service-based company, the growth is fast. Within 2 to 3 years, you can become a team leader. And after 5 years, you can become a project manager also. Within 5 years, you can become a project manager in a service-based company. But when I say fast growth, many people look about this point only. Many people think that fast growth is a positive word. But understand, my dear friend, fast growth is a myth. I'll tell you what. Say, for example, you have joined a service-based company. And after 5 years, you become a project manager in that service-based company. But still, after 5 years, your salary will be between the range of 12 lakh rupees, maximum side. As a project manager, your salary will be 12 lakh rupees. Because you have already started with 3 lakh rupees, but you have got a fast growth. After switching, suppose 1 or 2 companies, your salary became 12 to 13 lakh rupees in a service-based company. But you are at a designation of project manager. But if you switch from a service-based company to a product-based company, do you know what will be your designation? Your designation will again come down to a software engineer only. Yes. But please note down one point. A person who is working on a lower designation, in a product-based company have more salary as compared to a person who is working on a higher designation in a service-based company. Means a person who is a project manager in a service-based company may have only 12 to 13 lakh salary with 5 years of experience, but a person who is working as a software engineer or an associate software engineer in a product-based company may have 35 lakh rupees salary. So please read these points very carefully. Slow changing designation means your designation will change very slowly, but here your designation will change very fast. But in terms of salary, still you'll be getting more salary in a product-based companies. Of course, the competition is low in a product-based companies because companies like Google, Intel are not hiring people 40,000, 50,000, 60,000 people. They are not doing mass recruitment. They are doing people recruitment in very less. So there is less competition. But in service-based companies, there is a high competition. In product-based companies, Acha, by the way, how many people know the difference between on-site and on-site? In product-based companies, you do not get more often chances. You might have seen that people who are working in service-based company, you might have seen that कि शर्मा जी का लड़का तो US चले गया. You might have seen that शर्मा जी का लड़का तो Germany चले गया, right? Means these service-based companies have different clients, and sometimes these clients need a person who can come to their company, who can come to their place, and they can try to solve the problem. Why? Because these service-based companies are working for multiple companies. So some company will be situated in Germany, some company will be situated in Japan, some company will be situated in US. So if you are working on a US based client, then sometime to solve the problem of US based client, you have to go to the site. Means you have to go to the place of that client. So in service-based companies, on-site chances are more, but in product-based companies, the on-site chances are less. Why the chances are less? Because this kind of companies have their own product. So you have to be in their place and you have to work on that product. All right. Now let's try to understand some another consideration. Let's take some another parameters. What is the working timing, right? What is the work timing of this kind of companies? So in product-based companies, the timings are flexible. Means it is not like you have to do the punching at 9:30 a.m. only in the morning. But in service-based companies, the timings are strict. I hope you guys have watched the web series, The Family Man 2. In the Family Man 2 web series, Manoj Bajpayee was working as an IT person. So every day he used to come 15 minutes late, right? So when he used to come 15 minutes late, his boss used to come to him and he used to tell him that you are coming 15 minutes late every time, right? So this kind of pressures are happening in service-based companies. But in product-based companies, it is flexible. In product-based companies, they give you chances to work from home. But because of this COVID, many service-based companies have also started giving this kind of opportunity to work from home. But in product-based companies, even there was no COVID, then also these people were getting a chance to work from home. So this is a benefit of working in a product-based company. Another benefit is if you work on weekends also, if you work on Saturdays and Sundays also, you get paid for it. But in service-based companies, you do not get paid for weekends. So if you're staying in the office at till 8 o'clock, till 10 o'clock, if you're working on a project very dedicatedly, then free dinner will be given. This is the work culture of Google. You'll be getting veg, non-veg, whatever you want to eat. हमारे इंडिया में शादियों में जैसा जाते हैं ना, ऐसा बुफे लगा रहता है. That is the kind of buffet is given in companies like Google, Microsoft, Intel. You go whatever you want to eat, wherever you want to sit, however you want to work. Only the thing is work, work, work. However, whatever you want to eat, wherever you want to sit, they only need the project done. How you are doing, they do not bother about it. So that is the benefit of working in a product-based company. But in service-based companies, of course, you will not get dinner, you will not get lunch, you will not get breakfast. And in product-based company, the best advantage is that you do not have to go for night shifts. In service-based companies, you have to go for a night shift. I'll give you an example of one of my student whose name is Sarthak, who got a placement in Intel. You know, I was having a word with my student Sarthak. Even I was not even aware about this point. You know, yes, Sarthak is the same. I guess I have used the case study of Sarthak also, right? To explain you people. So, you know, Sarthak was a guy who was an average student, you know, and I'm very proud of him, by the way, because he was that guy उसके कॉलेजेस में बहुत सारा कैंपस प्लेसमेंट नहीं होता था, बट ही हैड अ वेरी हाई ड्रीम. He knew what he want in his life. Okay, when you know what you want in your life, you definitely get it. If not today, then tomorrow you will definitely get it. But the thing is that you should have a clear vision in your mind. So that guy had a clear vision that I want to work in a product based company no matter what. So when I was having a chat with that guy, he said, sir, you know, the best part of working in this company is, even it is a US based company, right? US and India timings are different. They are working on the same project. What US is working on the same project is working on a machine learning based IoT project. So even US and India is working on the same project, but the timing is different. जब वहां पे दिन होता है, यहाँ पे रात होता है, यहाँ पे रात होता है, वहां पे दिन होता है. But still he do not have to work for the 9th shift. So what Intel he is providing the culture, it have decided a time. Means it should not be a delay for a person who is working in US, and it should not be a delay for a person who is working in India. So a common time. So the best benefit is that you do not have to wait for night. You do not have to wait for morning if your clients are not in India. But in service-based companies, if your client is in US, then you have to do the work at night. So these are some of the differences between a product-based company and a service-based company. So after this parameter, what do you think, my dear friends? Understand about the another thing. Okay, job security. Now let's try to understand about the job security. This is the most important thing, right? I hope this will help you to understand. I hope this can be a deciding factor, because job security to sabko chahiye. In India, especially in North India, people want government job. They have nothing to do with the private job. You know, even when I joined a company, that was a private company, and I'm a North Indian. And when I went to my village, the people started asking me that what kind of, they didn't ask my salary. They asked me what kind of company it is, whether it is a private company or whether it is a government company. I said, it's a private company. And they were like, they had made such faces like I'm unemployed. And I was like shocked. So job security to in India, many people consider this as a major point. So let's try to understand what kind of job security you get in product-based companies and what kind of job security you get in another companies. Okay. So my dear friends, when you are joining product-based companies, there is two categories. One is a newly established companies. One is a previous established companies. Suppose Oyo, Ola, Flipkart, Snapdeal. This is also a product-based company. Google, Intel, Amazon. This is also a product-based company. But Google, Intel, Amazon are established company, right? They are amongst the top companies in the world. And they are product-based companies. So if you are getting a job in companies like this, so these companies do not fire the employees. Of course, if you are not going to do the work, they will definitely fire you. But the chances are very, very low to get fired in this kind of company. So if you're joining any established company, so you will be getting a security of your job in product-based companies. But yes, the risk is high if you join a product-based company, but if you're joining a startup. Say for example, Oyo have laid off so many people during this pandemic. But it is also product-based companies. Ola have waived out so many drivers in this pandemic. But still, Flipkart have hired so many people in this pandemic because of this online orders and everything. But the risk is less when you join an established company. But in service-based companies, some people say the risk is low, but some people say the risk is high also. Why the risk is low? Because these people hire in a bulk. They hire 100 people, 200 people, 500 people, 1,000 people, 2,000 people. Means every time some people are sitting on bench. So if you don't have a project, you still have an option to do nothing and still be present in the company. Means for 3 months, for 6 months, you can still be in the company by doing nothing in the company. This is one advantage of a service-based company. But there is another disadvantages. You might have seen that these companies hire people in bulk. Means this company do the hiring for 10,000, 15,000 people in bulk. But if some kind of pandemic happen like coronavirus, these companies fire people in bulk. Yes. If they hire in bulk, if some kind of pandemic happen, or if there is an immediate shutdown of any project, these companies fire people also in bulk. So it should be your choice whether you want to join a product-based company or whether you want to join a service-based company. But now I am going to give you some amazing tips that will definitely try to solve your confusion. I know by this time most of the people are very much confused. सर आज के सेशन में तो आपने बहुत ज्यादा कंफ्यूज कर दिया. प्रोडक्ट बेस्ड ज्वाइन करना है, सर्विस बेस्ड ज्वाइन करना है, बहुत ज्यादा कंफ्यूजन कर दिया, राइट? But now I am going to give you some amazing tips which will definitely help you to understand whether you should join a product based company or whether you should join a service based company. But I think as of now, the picture is getting pretty much clear, right? 1 घंटे पहले जितना कंफ्यूजन था, आई गेस अभी उतना कंफ्यूजन नहीं होगा, right? But still, let me give you some tips. Which company you should join? Okay. So if you are a good developer, listen to me very, very carefully because this can be a deciding factor. Everyone, please listen to me very, very, very carefully because this can be a deciding factor. Everyone is listening? If everyone is listening, who should join a product-based company? If you are very good with your technicals, please listen to me very carefully. If you are very good with your technicals, if you're very good with programming, and suppose you are very good in technicals, there are many people who are good in technicals, who are good in programming, but they are not good in communications, but they are not good in English. They are not good in speaking in front of people. They are not good in giving presentations. They are not good in public speaking. If you are a such kind of person, then product-based company can be a good choice for you. If you are a kind of person, suppose आप ऐसे kind के person हो जिसको बार बार पढ़ने के लिए बोला नहीं जाता. See, there are two kind of people, right? One who is doing the study by his own. Second, whose parents are forcing him to do the study. So if you are a person who loves doing study, who loves going in deep of a particular point, then product-based company is a good option for you. Because you have to do innovation over there. And no one can do the innovation by forcefully, right? Have you heard anyone doing the innovation forcefully? No, you cannot do the innovation forcefully. Innovation should come from inside. You should have that desperation that I want to make this thing. If a person have made the telephone, if a person have made the aeroplane, if a person have made Facebook, if a person have founded Apple, it's all because they were thinking from their inside. They wanted to make such kind of project. So if you are that kind of person who would like to innovate, then product-based company is good for you. If you do not want to shift your domain, like if you do not want to jump from .NET to Java, Java to IoT, IoT to robotics, robotics to embedded systems, you want to be in single domain, you want to specifically focus on one domain, then product-based company is a good option for you. And of course, by the end of the day, if you want high salary like Sundar Pichai, then of course product-based company is a good option for you. All the Indians who are working in a product based companies, whether it is a CEO of Google, whether it is a CEO of Microsoft, whether it is a CEO of, whether it is Indra Nui, the CEO of PepsiCo, all of them are Indians, all of them are working in product based company, and all of them are earning in crores, right? So this is for a person. If you are this kind of person, then product based company is a good option for you. But if you have a programming language, okay, like you have little bit programming language, okay, you are not very conceptually clear, but you have okay programming language, and from that okay programming language you have good communication skills also, you have good negotiation skills also, then service based company is a good option for you. Like you need a mentor, like me, who is guiding you about all the things that are present in the market. You need a mentor like me, who is guiding you the difference between a product based company or a service based company, who is guiding you what you should do, what you should not do, what kind of things are coming in the market, what innovations are happening in the market. Then you should join service based company, because the work given over there is based upon deadlines. There you do not have to do any kind of innovation, because innovation is happening in product based companies. There you have to just work on deadlines. They will be giving you training on a particular technology. You have to learn that technology and you have to deliver that project to that client on that particular deadline. You will be working on multiple domains. You will be working on Java also. You will be working on .NET also. You will be working on robotics also. You will be working on other technologies also. All right. Of course, by the end of the day, who should join a service based company? A person who is not able to get a job in product based company can look for service based company, because the preference of every graduate is a product based company. The preference of every graduate is to work in Google, Intel and Facebook. If I give you two options, one to work in Google, Facebook and Intel, one to work in Accenture, Infosys and TCS, of course everyone will select the first option, to work in Google, Infosys and Intel, right? So this is the difference between a product based company and a service based company. Are we clear till this point? Guys, are we clear till this point? If you're clear with this point, just type clear in the chat bot. I hope this will help you to decide whether you should work for a product based company or you should work for a service based company. If it is clear, see why I'm dedicating my 1.5 hours on this session. See guys, I am not, every time I keep on telling you people, you guys are like my family. The way I give the suggestion to my younger brother, the way I give the suggestion to my younger sister, you people are also like my younger brother and younger sister. See, today I could have also directly jumped to the topic. What are the strategies to get a placement in Google, Amazon and Intel? Because I have promised you that, right? If you guys remember, I have promised you that in the placement strategy session, I'll be teaching you about the strategies to get a placement in Google, Intel and Amazon. I have not promised you about this thing. Guys, have I promised you that I will be also explaining you the difference between a product-based company and a service-based company? No, I haven't promised you. But still, why I'm taking this? Before I jump to that point, why I'm taking this part? Because my dear friends, you people are like my family. एंड फैमिली को हम कभी गलत सजेशन नहीं देते. दुनिया को गलत सजेशन देते, बट फैमिली को हम कभी गलत सजेशन नहीं देते, राइट? अपने भाई को, अपने बहन को हम कभी गलत सजेशन नहीं देते. So that is the reason, my dear friends, I want to keep this point in your mind. It is very important for you, because if I'm helping me, I'm helping my country to grow. If you are growing, ultimately my state will be growing, ultimately my country will be growing, because you are the future. And it is very, very, very important for you to understand and start taking decisions. You know, जितना सुंदर पिचाई का 1 साल का सैलरी है, उतना IITians मिलके भी, पूरे के पूरे इंडिया के पूरे IITians मिलके भी 1 साल में नहीं कमा सकते. जितना उसका 1 साल का सैलरी है, पूरे के पूरे IITians मिलके 1 साल में भी नहीं कमा सकते. Why? Because he was very specific, my dear friends. I have seen people who are working in a IT industry, electronic industry, mechanical industries since last 10 years and still working for 8 lakh, 7 lakh, 6 lakh, 5 lakh, 10 lakh salary. They're working with that kind of salary. Why? Because they don't know. They have that kind of mentality. Jo bhi job mila le lo. No, my dear friend. If you want to do something in your life, if you really want to achieve something in your life, then it is very, very, very important for you to do this kind of analysis, to do this kind of research. Very important for you. All right. Okay. So our another session will be based upon strategies that are required for getting a placement in a product-based companies like Google, Amazon, and Intel. Right. So let me tell you what are some of the advantages of working in a product-based company. The number one advantage of working in a product-based company is they pay you more, no doubt. You'll be getting almost 4 to 5 times more salary as compared to a service-based company. Of course, the best part is you do not have to divert your mind. Okay, means after 3 months again you do not have to start a project from scratch. You can work on a single agenda, you can work on a single project, so that you can go deep in that project. Of course, the job satisfaction is more because you will be having less pressure in a product based companies. Why less pressures? Because there are no deadlines. The only work you will be assigned to improve the product more and more, to do innovation. And to do the innovation, you can take your own time. There is no pressure of delivering the project to the client. So this is the one best thing. Also, the best part about working in a product-based companies is some companies provide you stock options. Yes, some companies give you the shares. Say for example, you are working in Facebook. Today, the share price of Facebook is, one share price is 250 rupees. So some companies like Facebook give you share also. So today, suppose Facebook give you 500 shares today of 250 rupees. And after 5 years, if Facebook is growing and if the price of that one share become 500 rupees, so automatically you will be also growing. So that is a major advantage of working in a product-based company. And the best part is, again and again, you don't have to interact with the clients. In service-based company, you have to interact with the clients. Client जो changes project में करने में बोलेगा वो आपको करना पड़ेगा. But in product-based company, you are not working for the clients. You are working for the product. So you can focus on your skill instead of focusing on what client is asking you to do. And of course, the work hours are flexible. You can work according to your own convenient. But yes, if there is advantage, there are disadvantages also. Competition and risk is high. Why I say competition and risk is high? When I talk about WhatsApp, it is a successful product-based company. When I talk about Facebook, it is a successful product-based companies. But do you think Facebook is the only product of social networking? Do you think WhatsApp is the only network of social networking? No. Before Facebook, before WhatsApp, there were many applications and messengers. And there are, if 10 messengers have failed, then one have become successful. So there is also a risk because the competition is very high. Suppose Samsung is a product-based company. Samsung is manufacturing mobile. But do you think there is only one mobile phone of Samsung available in the market? No. There are other mobile phones available in the market. There is Lava, there is Xiaomi, there is Apple, there is Nokia. And Nokia got failed. Even Nokia was a product-based company. Now no one is using Nokia. No one would like to work in Nokia. So the competition is high. Nokia have many competitions. If the competition is high, the risk is also high. This is one of the disadvantage. Of course, if you are working in Nokia, that time the price of one share of Nokia was 139 rupees. But today the share price of Nokia will be around 21 rupees. So from 139 rupees, it came down to 21 rupees. So if you are getting shares, it may grow also, it may become less also. And the major disadvantage, according to me, the major disadvantage of working in a product-based company is, if you want to start your own startup in the future, then you will be having very less business experience. Do you know why the business becomes successful? Anyone have an idea why the business becomes successful? Now, some people will be thinking the business becomes successful because of an idea. The business becomes successful because of an product. No, my dear friend, the business do not become successful because of product. The business do not become successful because of idea. The business becomes successful because of handling the clients. If you have an ability to handle the clients, you can run a successful business. And in product-based companies, you are not working with clients. So you don't have an experience of how to handle the clients. All right. So I hope these parameters will help you to understand. These parameters will help you to decide whether to work for a product-based company or whether to work for a service-based company. Are we all clear with this kind of parameters? Yes, guys. I hope this session was. Thank you so much, guys, for attending this webinar. Hope to meet you soon with new strategies, with new tactics, so that I can help you to make your placement process even more easy. So till that time, take care of yourself and take care of your family, guys. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.